In today's show, Bloomberg researchers are bullish on Bitcoin. Demand points to $12,000. That's right. A new 2020 crypto outlook report published by Bloomberg has just been released, revealing just how bullish the company's analysts are on the king of all cryptos. The report puts a spotlight on the first ever crypto's digital scarcity and suggests that the current active addresses point to prices closer to $12,000 in the short term. In today's episode, I'm going to be giving you the highlights from this exclusive Bloomberg report entitled Bloomberg Crypto Outlook Arresting Bitcoin Bull. Also, in today's show, Bitcoin friendly Kanye West running for U.S. president in 2020, taking on Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Here's his official tweet announcing it to the world. We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision and building our future. I am running for president of the United States. Hashtag 2020 vision. And what makes this also interesting is Yeezy becomes the first United States presidential nominee to understand that Bitcoin is money. Check this out.
We definitely are dealing with racism, but I want to push future concepts. You know, now I'm giving you two streams of consciousness in one. I want to talk about my wife. I also want to talk about Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
We're following you. We're following it all. You set it up good. Okay.
That was the moment that I wanted to use Bitcoin. And I saw Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
Also, in today's episode, Chainlink hits a new all-time high. Are the whales getting ready to dump? We're going to be discussing this here in today's show. Roughly 200 million was injected into Chainlink over the past 24 hours, sending it surging here as we're taking a look at the overall crypto market. Chainlink trading at over $5.50, pumping over 14% for the day. We have Satoshi Vision also pumping, Cardano, ADA pumping, Bitcoin pumping, the major altcoins pumping and in the green. But where is the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link below the video in the description and register for the free system. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Bloomberg researchers bullish on Bitcoin with demand pointing to $12,000. The first ever cryptocurrency matures into digital gold. That's right, Bitcoin in the crypto asset class is only just 10 years old, but it's already being put to the ultimate test. You can say that again. The very fabric of its design will either prove its value now or face falling into obscurity. I already know what the answer is to this. How about yourself? It's going to prove its value. It already has. It has nothing to prove. That's just my opinion. It has surged over 9 million% over the past decade. What more does Bitcoin have to prove? Well, there's still a lot of naysayers out there, right? Like Peter Schiff and many Bitcoin haters, to say the least. Bitcoin was designed by Satoshi Nakamoto with digital gold on his mind. He sought to make an asset that shared the best features of gold, but could exist digitally outside of the reach of third parties. And hallelujah, thank you, Satoshi Nakamoto, for printing something outside of the reach of governments and third parties. Acting as a digital store of value immediately gives Bitcoin an advantage gold can't offer. These attributes, including digital scarcity and a thriving network of active addresses, are all underscored in a new report from Bloomberg entitled Arresting Bitcoin Bull. And inside they share Bitcoin blahs. Benchmark crypto looks similar before past gains. Like gold, Bitcoin outdistancing the broader market. Bitcoin is winning in the category that matters most, which is demand. Right now there is massive institutional demand. We have the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust purchasing 3 times the amount of Bitcoin actually being mined. We have influential investors like Paul Tudor Jones allocating 1 to 3% of his overall investment portfolio into Bitcoin. We're talking the sum of hundreds of millions of dollars, narrowing risk-adjusted disparity, shining favor on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, a caged bull set for breakout eyeing $13,000 resistance. And I'm going to include this report in the show notes below the video in the description for you to reference as I'm scrolling through it. It's short and sweet, 9 pages, but allow me to give you the highlights here right now. Bloomberg researchers are growing increasingly bullish on the first ever crypto. The current global economic environment is the perfect recipe for the asset's price to climb higher. According to the brand, here's what they quoted: unparalleled global central bank easing and rising gold values are enduring trends favoring a higher Bitcoin price. The report reads, Bloomberg researchers believe that the low volatility in the asset transitioning from a speculative asset to digital gold. Volatility recently reached lows compared to major stock indices like the Nasdaq. The asset's hard cap supply of just 21 million Bitcoin versus steadily growing demand tips and scales towards price appreciation. They say the report states that Bitcoin demand indicators are tracking healthily alongside gold ETFs and the XAU/USD spot prices. The report also claims that based on active Bitcoin addresses, fair market for Bitcoin right now is closer to 12K for the leading crypto by market cap. Data sets also show that Bitcoin is maturing and volatility is decreasing compared to the stock and commodities markets. A comparison with crude oil, Bloomberg says, demonstrates nascent technology designed to increase in fiat currency terms versus the primary commodity that's deflationary and redundant. They further conclude that Bitcoin is a cage bull set for a breakout and claim the asset is eyeing resistance at $13,000. That's worth repeating. They further conclude that Bitcoin is a cage bull set for a breakout and they claim the asset is eyeing resistance at $13,000. Now, breaking through that level would allow the crypto to attempt a retest of its former all-time high. This peak was set back at the height of the crypto hype bubble at 2020. How many of you were around back then? This is going back in 2017, around Christmas time, right? What do Bloomberg researchers think about altcoins? They suggest that the oversupplied crypto market has a little chance of appreciation without a Bitcoin bull run. And I agree there, meaning there's not going to be an alt season if Bitcoin doesn't surge. It just is what it is. So with Bloomberg essentially claiming a new Bitcoin bull run is just about here, the entire crypto space could once again see soaring prices. I don't know about you, but I can't wait. Last year's high was 14,000. Me personally, I feel Bitcoin would have already smashed 14,000 this year, especially with the halving, which was just a couple of months ago, if we didn't have that pandemic black swan event. But it is what it is. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. I personally feel we'll retest not only last year's high of 14,000 this year, but we will smash the all-time high set back in December of 2017 of 20,000. In yesterday's episode, I shared a bullish price prediction of Bitcoin reaching over $50,000 within the next 6 months before the end of the year. I'm going to stand firm behind this. I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin, if you couldn't tell, right? All right, now for our next story of the day. This is actually quite interesting. Bitcoin-friendly Kanye West running for U.S. President 2020, taking on Donald Trump as well as Joe Biden. And before I break this down, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Link, the biggest gainer as far as a top altcoin, surging over 16% in the past 24 hours. It reached a new all-time high, currently trading at $5.66. What's very interesting, I've been telling you every day how I feel Ethereum and Chainlink are amongst the most undervalued altcoins in the market. And 2 days ago on the show, I said I would not be surprised to watch Chainlink smash $5 really soon, and lo and behold, Chainlink just smashed $5, now trading at $5.66. We have Bitcoin in the green, but barely up 0.2% for the day, trading above that $9,200 support. We need to retest 9,600, 10,000, and 10,500 before we can expect marching upwards and back to those highs of 14,000, retesting the 2017 all-time highs of 20,000, and so on. Ethereum up 0.3% for the day, trading at $237. We have Miss Litecoin up 1%, trading at $43, and Satoshi Vision has been surging as well, up 8% for the day, trading at $187. And before we break down some of this exchange volume, let's actually get to our next story of the day. This is actually quite interesting. Kanye West announced on Independence Day that he's running for president of the United States in 2020, taking on Donald Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden. Responding to the Bitcoin-friendly singer with 21 grams Grammy Awards, Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk said that West has his full support. Interesting, right? Yeah, check this out. Here's his actual tweet. We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future. I'm running for president of the United States. Hashtag 2020 vision. And as you can see here, Elon Musk responded, "You have my full support." Interesting, right? And if you've been living under a rock and you don't know who Kanye West is, he's one of the world's best-selling musicians with over 140 million records sold worldwide. He announced on July 4th via Twitter that he's running for president in 2020, which I just shared with you. At press time, his tweet had more than 78.8 thousand comments, 438,000 retweets, and 890,000 likes. And now checking out his tweet to get the latest stats, that's now 530,000 retweets and 1.1 million likes. And let's not forget that his so-called better half, Kim Kardashian, is the most influential on social media. On Twitter alone, she has 65.6 million followers. So combined audience following Kim and Kanye, you can see a real possibility to get a lot of traction behind them. I mean, for Christ's sake, they already have Elon Musk supporting them, which is quite interesting, right? However, one thing is for sure, it's not clear how serious Kanye West is about running for president in 2020, with some calling his tweet a marketing stunt. ABC News pointed out that it's possible that West is hoping to get a little publicity for his upcoming album, God's Country, and his first single, Wash Us in the Blood, which was revealed earlier this week. West has won 21 Grammy Awards, making him one of the top Grammy winners in history, and is tied with Jay-Z as the highest decorated hip-hop artist, according to Grammy's website. Now, the coolest part about this story is that Kanye West becomes the first United States presidential nominee to understand that Bitcoin is money. Check out this exclusive clip from this interview with Charlemagne.
When you're acting in love, you're like a drop of water and you have the ocean as your army. When you act in fear, it's just you and your money. Now, you could take your money and put it in Bitcoin, put a credit form, put it in cash, or all your cash, and then stand up to the ocean, and who's going to win? We definitely are dealing with racism, but I want to push future concepts. You know, now I'm giving you two streams of consciousness in one. I want to talk about my wife. I also want to talk about Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
We're following you. We're following it all. You set it up good. Okay.
That was the moment that I wanted to use Bitcoin, and I saw Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill.
West and his wife are acquaintances of President Donald Trump, and the pair have visited the White House multiple times. West has made several pro-Trump comments, and you always see him wearing that hat that says, "Make America Great Again." In the past, 2018, he tweeted, "You don't have to agree with Trump, but the mob can't make me not love him. He is my brother." However, Kardashian West clarified that her husband just happens to like Donald Trump's personality, but doesn't know about the politics. And here's a picture of Trump and Yeezy, Kanye West with President Trump. Saturday's announcement was not the first time West has talked about running for president. He said in 2015 that he would run for president in 2020 and made a similar statement in January as well as November of last year for the 2024 presidential race. In the same year, Kim Kardashian received a physical Bitcoin, which led to that tweet talking about Kanye becoming the first potential United States presidential nominee to understand that Bitcoin is money. Soon after West's announcement, Brock Pierce also tweeted that he's running for president of the United States this year. We have a lot of runners, right? ABC News explained that West would have to run as an independent and acquire the necessary signatures to get on November's ballot, while voters can still write him in. The deadline for filing has already passed for some states, including Indiana, Maine, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, and Texas. So what are your thoughts? Do you feel he has a realistic shot? And do you think it would be kind of cool that a nominee actually understand that Bitcoin is real money? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And before we get to our next story of the day, Chainlink hits new all-time highs. Are whales getting ready to dump? Let's first take a look at the overall crypto volume. We can see Binance leading as the top exchange in the world, up 24% for the day with 4.7 billion in volume. Hobby Global right behind Binance, up 33% for the day with 4.5 billion in volume. And then OKEX up 35% with 2.7 billion in volume. And then BitMEX down 8% for the day with $1.3 billion in volume. Now let's take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 267 billion with 66 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. The current BTC dominance, same as yesterday, 63.7% according to CoinMarketCap. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Dogecoin up 13%. Whoa, trading at 0.002. Elron up 12%, trading at 0.007. Chainlink, Go Link, it just smashed a new all-time high. We're going to discuss this in a moment. Up 12.5% for the day, trading at $5.45. Satoshi Vision up 11%, trading at $184. Aave up 11%, trading at 19 cents. And Theta up 10%, trading at 24 cents. And as we continue scrolling down, we can also see Flexicoin, Digibyte, GoDigi. I'm very bullish on Digibyte. We have Cardano. I know many of you are very bullish on ADA, iExec, RLC, Bankcore, Verge, Nervos Network, Tezos, and the list continues. And now taking a look at the biggest losers within the top 100 in the past 24 hours. Knowles down 8%, trading at 61 cents. Bytom down 8%, trading at 7.8 cents. Synthetics Network down 3%, trading at $2.43. Compound down 3%, trading at $190. Wax down 2.6%, trading at 5.6 cents. And Loopring down 2.5%, trading at 9.8 cents. And as we continue scrolling down, we can also see Hobby Token, IOST, Zilliqa, KuCoins, ENJ, DX Chain Token, and the list goes on. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bulls are still in control. Yesterday, they were leading with over 100 million in superiority. Today, over 46 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs leading 51.9% versus 48.06% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators, it's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 43 in fear. Yesterday was a 40 in fear, last week a 44, and last month a 54, which is neutral. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And before we dive deep into this Chainlink story of hitting a new all-time high, first I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 470 plus videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already done so. Smash that subscribe button, or you can visit the direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net. Also, I appreciate your continued support on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of it, simply click the link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To join this, click the link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now our next story of the day. Chainlink steals the spotlight as Link prices surge to new all-time highs, beating out old records from its 3-year track history. Let's go. Chainlink, also considered the missing link of the blockchain. Chainlink just set a new all-time high with Link prices pushing $5.60. Despite investor optimism around the altcoin, data shows that big investors are getting ready to take profits. Let's discuss it. Roughly 200 million was injected into Chainlink over the past 24 hours. The substantial buying pressure behind this altcoin allowed it to turn a mid-March's high of nearly $5 into support. Following the upswing, investors seem to have FOMO'd, pushing Link's price further to reach a new all-time high of about $5.60. Even though the decentralized Oracle's token is in price discovery mode, the Fibonacci retracement indicator can help identify potential resistance levels based on this technical index, and next hurdles Link could face if it continues trending up are the 127.2 and 161.8 Fibonacci retracement levels. These potential areas of resistance sit around $6 and $7 respectively. As we can see here in this graph, Link has been surging. How many of you are bullish on Chainlink? Let me know in the comments right down below. This altcoin I'm extremely bullish on. That's why I talk about it every day, letting you know. Despite the recent price action, Data from Glassnode reveals that some investors anticipated the upswing and are preparing to profit from it. So, are the whales preparing to dump? The on-chain data and intelligence platform reported a considerable spike in the number of tokens transferred to exchanges. On June 4th alone, approximately 4,900 transfers were made to different crypto exchanges, amounting to nearly 4 million Link. These transactions represent the highest volume of coins ever sent to crypto exchanges in the 3-year history of Chainlink. As we can see right here, a huge spike in the number of transfers on exchanges. Sentiment's holder distribution chart shows that a significant sum of the Link sent to exchanges from the addresses holding 100 to 1,000 Link. The number of holders within this group plummeted by 10%, while the number of addresses containing 1,000 to 10,000 Link dropped by nearly 2%, as we can see in this graph brought to you by Sentiment. The current number of tokens sitting between multiple crypto exchanges indicates that downward price pressure is brewing. If these market participants are preparing to dump their tokens on unaware investors, the event could be followed by further selling, according to Gary Kabinkin, a project coordinator at Sentiment. Under such circumstances, Chainlink could be bound for a downswing before it continues reaching higher highs. Here's what they had to share. Essentially, people moving Link are trying to offload their bags and take profits. If Link's bulls are unable to absorb this rising sell pressure and sell walls, then usually it can affect the price quite negatively, he said. So critical support levels ahead of Link. If this were to happen into the blocks in and out of the money around price, reveals that around $480 support level may have the ability to prevent a steep decline. Around this price level, roughly 775 addresses have previously purchased over 2.7 million Link. Now, holders within this price range will likely try to remain profitable. They may even buy more Chainlink to avoid seeing their investment go in the red. It's worth noting that the selling pressure behind the Oracle's token might be significant enough to break the $4.80 support level. Moving past this hurdle could see Chainlink plunge to the next substantial supply wall that sits at $4.70. Here, the cohorts show that 1,860 addresses had previously bought more than 2.7 million Link. So let me know your thoughts surrounding the missing link of the blockchain, better known as Chainlink. Are you bullish? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, other people's money, to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link below this video in the description and register for the free system. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.